first. Because if we have just fired off this gun, there might still be embers back here. Do we want to put explosive black powder where there's fire with our hands in front of it? No, that's not going to go for anyone. You can put it away. So when we wet it down, also we're doing that to cool the gun down. If we fired this gun off too many times in succession without cooling it down, it could explode not in the fun way. It could explode back here, kill our entire gun crew, giant hole in the ship. It's messy. Nobody wants that. So make sure we do it right. Next after that is load cartridge. So we need our powder monkey. You're going to go over there and you're going to get our 9-pound bag of powder. Remember to go quickly, go over. Quickly. Never take it, cover it with your body. Now come over here. Bring it to our loader. You're going to pretend to put that down the barrel of our gun and then send it down with our rammer right here.
Oh, grab it on the ankles.
Oh, remember, then you have to go hit the shell, okay? Remember, that one's really heavy. So you're going to send this down, so you're not going to put it where you have to send it down again when you have the shell. So send the powder down first.
Well, that's heavier.
Hit it back in it like at least 3 times.
One of the pages. So you send it sack down. Do you send the sack down?
Okay. Then you take your 52-pound exploding shell and put that in. You send that down the barrel of your gun.
No, it doesn't go as far.
Looks like the powder's there first, that's true. Next, then you're going to put that away, right up here.
Through this little hole.
After that, we have to run our gun out. We don't want to fire it inside of our ship. So I need everyone to get on the outside of your lungs. You all get the other side. You all right. So it's going to be the same as, can we have? Okay, so just like before, remember we're not yanking, we're doing it nice and smooth. We want to yank this gun around? No. So, again, up here, your job is to make sure we don't run over those breaching lines. So, action. I want you to lean forward and grab your line. Oh. Action. Oh. Action. Oh. Action. Oh. Action. Oh. Action. Oh, that is well. Okay, so next we would have to aim our gun. Now, aiming back then is pretty primitive. So nowadays we have laser sights, we have stuff like that. Back then there were 2 ways you could aim. You could do elevation up and down or windage side to side. Elevation, there's this wedge right here, it's called a coin. You can pull it out or you can push it in. That's it. Or you can do windage side to side. It's where you take this hand spike, you can put it underneath the carriage of your gun, and you can shove it. And that is it. That is the extent of your aiming.
That was a hit.
That's it.
How would they even hit anything?
Also, they were so good, they could do something called ricochet firing. Ricochet firing is when you took the shard of the shell and you could make it skip over the top of the rock like you're skipping a stone. Now, when we skip a stone with a really big stone, is that hard sometimes? Now, imagine doing it with a 52-pound exploding shell, firing out of using 9 pounds of black powder out of one of these guns, while you're pitching and heaving and moving, and the water is pitching and heaving at the same time.
Oh,
They were that talented. They could aim that well.
Now, how fast? How fast would they get?
I'll get to that. We're getting to that. Okay. So then, when we go to fire, that's also being aimed. Now we're going to call it prime. We have a long wire, or we have venting first, then priming. Vent. You're going to take a long wire and put it down, and what it does, it puts a hole in that powder bag in there, so the fire can get to it. This is something called priming. Priming is where you have to look kind of like a roofing nail. I'll show you the primer tomorrow when we fire up the gun for real. You put it in here, and it's called fulminate of mercury is in it. It's a really volatile chemical. So when this hammer hits it, it goes off. Now, before we do that, we have to say ready. So get back in your positions real quick. Because when we fire off this gun, we were doing it for real, you do not want to be anywhere near here. Because when it fires off through, when we say ready, you're going to stand on your tiptoes, bend your knees, open your mouth, and cover the palms of your ears like this. Tiptoes too. And the reason for that is because we are firing off a 52-pound exploding shell. Now, in science, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the pressure change from just firing off this gun, first of all, this thing is going to recoil. It's going to come, see this big, thick line? The reason it's here, it's going to be pushed back as far as it can. It's going to start bouncing up and down and hitting the deck up here. Do you want to be behind that when it fires off? No. You're pretty much dead if you are. So if I mess up and I'm standing behind here, I'm gone. Then, so the pressure change. What it's going to do is if you have your feet down and your knees locked, it can crack the bones in your legs. If you have your teeth clenched, it can crack your teeth. And if you have your fingers in your eardrum, your fingers in your ears, it can push your fingers through your eardrums. So use the palms of your hands, stand on your tiptoes, bend your knees, open your mouth. And don't stand behind it. Because that's what's going to happen just from being near this gun. You can prepare for this gun going off, but not the other whole broadside of guns going off at the same time. Yes?
How many sailors did it cost us to figure that out?
Probably quite a lot.